Here we are in the main blend file. Now, one or two bits I want to do before we import the bogie. So first thing is to give the same treatment to the underframe as the bogie, i.e. make it single mesh. So I'm going to go up here, and here's the underframe. Let's select all the elements of the underframe, and we go object, convert to mesh. That would have applied all the modifiers. So now we can just go Control J and join, and now it is a single mesh. And so let's give it a LOD. We'll go for 500, but as I've pointed out before, it's more likely going to be something like 32 on the main one. But that will do when we move further into the modeling. And let's call it UF for underframe. We know what that means, and that keeps it down as far as the amount of characters. So that's fine. Now what else am I doing? Let me have a look here, because I can see DTS, and I've got DTS cab door, DTS doors. Okay, but I can see them here as well, so they don't need to be there. So let me go to the collections and cab. No, we don't want it in the cab, we want it in DTS, we don't want it in main. So that was done, that one. Let's select this one. Yeah, it wants to be DTS, doesn't want to be in DTS compartment, doesn't want to be in main. It actually might want to be in DTS compartment later on when we separate the doors. So that's fine, they're in DTS now. Okay, underframe, yeah, that's fine. I've got one here, outline blank, that's compartment walls. So let me alter this. Let me go 500, and we comp walls, call it comp walls for now. Okay, and that wants to go in that DTS. So again, let's just add to collection, DTS, and clear it out of main. That's it. Oh, and this one is in main. That wants to be in DTS as well, which is the main shell of the vehicle. So there we go. So we've got all of the elements in our DTS collection. Last one, not the last one, but this one wants to go. That's the mirror that was associated with the underframe. Let's get rid of that. And lastly, do want to create a collection for the cutout. So I'll call this DTS cutouts. And this is just so that we can put them all together, all the cutouts. Well, there's 1, 2, and 3 cutouts. Let's grab those, put them in there, and let's. We got that one and that one. Let's grab it. Down key to get to the bottom. So that's that one. And we got these 2, and put them in. And let's have a look. Is that it? Yes, that's the. All of the, oh, one more, look, number cut. So put that in there, that's it, and just drag that up to DTS. That's it, just under there. And yep, so that's fine. We've got a couple of unnamed ones there, and I think, yes, that's the vehicle measure, just so we know what it is. And this plane, I think, is the front angle measure. Okay, that's just to measure that angle of 2 degrees or whatever, just so I know what they are. And we know what this outline blank is. That is that outline there. Okay, so that said, there we are. We've cleaned that up. Let's now get the bogie in. So we're going to go append, and let's go to the bogie, which is there, mark 1 bogie, and I think it was this one with the texture on. So we want collection, and we want bogie comp. So in it comes. Now side view, there we go, and let's just see where we've yes, it's in the main collection there. Okay, so let's now rename this before we go any further. This should be bogie 01. Okay, we'll rename this as well, bogie 01 and bogie 01. There we go. So that's fine, that's bogie 1. Let's just select hierarchy, make sure we've got the children selected as well. Grab Y, let's bring it up here, and let's make it easy on ourselves. That's about right. Let's call that 7.2. okay, so when we're making out the blueprints, it's not difficult to remember the actual Y offset. And let's just duplicate that then. Let's duplicate. Okay, and let's go and name this. So that's 2. There we go. And let's go in here and name this. So it's bogie 2 and bogie 2. Okay, and we need to get rid of the suffixes that the copying process produced, so that they didn't have 2 the same name. There we go. So that's bogie 2. So again, select hierarchy, grab Y. Well, I can just type it in because I know what it's going to be. It's -7.2. There we go. So now the bogies are in the correct position. But one thing before we go any further, here we've got bogie temp matte. Now that is the material that we used, which was in the texture folder of the bogie folder. Now when we save this out, we will save it into the class 307 folder, so it won't be able to find this material. So what we probably want to do now it's only 3 elements, so the easiest way of doing, we might as well just change the material. Let's swap that for this one, temp. That is the one that the underframe uses. There we go, and that is the one that's in the right folder. So let's swap that. So they should all now be temp, yep, and temp. Oh, yep, that's it. So same here. Let's go temp and make sure the wheel sets are temp. Now it won't affect the UVs, it doesn't matter, it's the same image essentially, so it won't matter at all. But now that is in the material it's using, the texture image file is in the right folder. So that's it then. Now we've got the vehicle to put material on, texture, but let me just go up here and let's have a look and switch our doors on, and we see we've got the doors but no windows in them. So that's what we need to do next. So side view, okay, let's go wireframe and x-ray mode, and let's just add a mesh, a cube. There we go. Grab and place that in that first door there. Okay, scale X. I don't know why I said I don't know why I said scale X. It's scale Y. That's better, and that's about it. Let me zoom in a bit more, and let's come down a bit. Scale Z. So that's it. Let me see. Yeah. So about there, and grab Z. Let me bring it down a bit. There we go, and let me just take it over just the tiniest of amounts in the Y direction. That's it. Okay, so happy with that. Let's come to this view and let's just scale X. There we go, about there, as long as it's big enough to cut through the inner and outer. Okay, so that's the case now. Let's go into into edit mode, edge mode. Before I do that, let me just reset the scaling and rotation and scale. Make sure it's on 111, because when we do the bevel it won't come out properly if it's not evenly scaled. So there we go. Let's go back into edit mode, and let's just select those edges. I've got one at the front here I don't want to get off. That's it. Hang on. Let me start again. There we go. And that's it. And front on, don't matter, that's outlined in orange. Front on, and control B, there we go. And just come in, bring the corners in like that, and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's about right. So there we go. There's our cutout. Okay, and let's deselect everything. Let's select that top view and bring it over. Grab X. There we go. Put it somewhere there. Okay, now let's go back into normal mode there. Now the doors are really a boolean on the vehicle. They're not separate doors. So the only way to cut the windows would be to make this an array. Normally if the doors were an array, we'd just put them in the first one and then it would repeat, but no, that's not the case here. So what we've got to do is put an array on this. So let's go modifier, array, constant offset. Okay, now if we remember from before, when we did the windows cutouts in the carriage, we separated them by -1.916. okay, and that was even. So let's just make it 9, a count of 9. Side on, just check that it's in the right place. Yeah, and it's done that right the way through then. So let's select the doors, and let's add the boolean. There it is. Now I suppose we ought to rename this first off. There we go, and we'll call it comp door underscore win cut. Yeah, comp door. Oh, let me take the caps lock off. Comp door underscore win cut. There we go. Okay, and let's just let's add that to the cutouts there. Okay, and it's is it still on the main one? It's not telling me that it's on the main one, but there we go. It should be in cutouts. Let's just make sure it is. Okay, then let's now click on the doors, and let's go back to this, and we want to select our object, which was the comp window cut. There we go, comp door win cut rather. And now if we take that off, we can see now our windows are cut into our doors, but obviously we haven't got the mirror last. So if we swap that around, now you'll see it's cutting through all of the doors. So that's it. Let me put this door win cut. There we go, just so we know what that one is. Okay, let's close those down. That's that one. So side on, now side on, and let's get that cut out, which was comp door win cut. Let's bring it up now. Okay, and let me just duplicate that. There we go, and grab Y, bring it over here. Now let's go into X-ray mode, wireframe mode. There we go, and let me just position it. Don't worry about the others just yet. Grab Y. There we go, and let's take the array off because we only want one there. Yep, so that's for the cab door. So let's change that from comp door to cab door. Cab door. Oh, I didn't need to do door. I already had door, didn't I? And take the suffix off there. Wing cut. There we go. So let's now select the cab door. Okay, again, add modifier boolean, and let's select that. So it's cab door wing cut. There we go, and let me turn that one off now, and let's have a look. Cab door, it's that one. Okay, and again, just move the boolean before the mirror. Okay, and now we've got our cut in our door. So all the doors and all the windows are in all the doors. That's great. So we can go ahead now and add our material, but first switch across to material there. I think I mentioned it, I may not have, but the very earliest of the driving trailers, the original DC ones, which this is going to be, did not have this head code on the front there. So in fact what I want to do is I want to turn that off. So I should be able to find it, shouldn't I? Which is the number cut. It's this one. Okay, so now if I go to the vehicle, the booleans, now I've got some that are just marked boolean, so I need to perhaps alter those. Let me see what they are. Well, that's the destination board, so let's call that dest board. There we go. And what's this one? This one is the front windows, so front win. So by elimination this bottom one must be the head code. There we go. And now I want to turn that off. I could delete it if I want, but I may want it for the later version of the 307. So that's okay then. Now let's go and start to put some texture on. So there we go. Let's add a new material, and we're using this temp material. There we go, and that's fine. Side on. Now some of these are going to have UV maps already on them. Don't think this will, because this was drawn out from a flat surface. So let's go to UV editing. There we go. Let's go side on in this view, and let me make sure edit mode. Yeah, we're in edit mode. Select all. Yeah, there's no UV, so just simply go UV and project from view, and there we have it. So we just select everything there, scale, and grab it and make it that green. That's what I'm going to go for, the green and sort of yellow. Might have all been green, the very early ones, I'm not sure. I do remember them being green. I'll have to check that out, but I'm going to do the front yellow because I know the later blue ones definitely had yellow, but I'm not sure about the early ones. Anyway, that's fine. So let's come out of that. Let's make sure we've got the material switched on. So there we go. Now we want our doors. So again, edit mode, select all. Now it may not be very clear there, but I've just selected it all, and let's go project from view. There we go. And just make sure we've got our image, our texture material selected, which is that one. Okay, select all, and same again, scale, and go there. There we go. and now the doors have got that same green texture. So again, side on, and we want to do this door. So again, edit mode and select all with our A and project from view bounds. Okay, again, make sure the temp material is assigned, select all, scale, grab, and there we have it. So there we go, the outside of our vehicle is correct. Now I'm almost certain that this front was green on the original one, so I'm not going to actually change that. I'm going to leave it as green, but I will do the back. So let me go to the back, and I'm sure the back here, let me go, let me make sure I'm on the vehicle. There we go, back view, and let's go edit mode. Okay, deselect. Now if I haven't got the see-through on, it will just select this back face, so it's beneficial at times, that X-ray mode, because now I can select that knowing that it's only that back face. So there we go, project from view and scale, and that will be this this grey colour. So that's it. Go into our edit mode, object mode, and there we go. We've got the basis of our colour scheme. Now two things. First off, I'm going to take the mirror off here. Okay, so let's take the mirror off. Okay, now two things is the inside doesn't want to be green, so for that then let's go into edit mode and let's come to our we want our, where are we want the sorry, it's this one. We want the face maps. Okay, so let's deselect Control A, not Control A, Alt A, sorry. So select inner, there we go, there's the inner shell now selected, and I'm hoping I'm just seeing through that. I'm hoping that's not, no, that was the outer shell. I'm just deselecting, and let's just select the inner shell. Now I think that might, perhaps is just the edge. We'll soon know anyway. So that done. Let's go side on, and now let's we've got it all selected. I'm going to project from view. There we go, and let's scale and make this, grab that and put it in this sort of buff color there. So yeah, that was this is just the outer line of the inner shell. So yes, it didn't affect the first bit. So there we go. So that is that. I'm not going to do these doors at the moment. Could probably do the same thing, perhaps. Could probably just select the inner part and make that a cream colour, but to be honest, that don't want to be that cream colour anyway, so I'll leave that for now as being green. I might as well do these, mightn't I? Let's go, oh, where am I going? Let's select those, edit modes, select all, make sure I've got it all selected. Yes, I have. And let's go UV, project from view, there we go, and make sure we're assigning the text material to it, and select and scale, and again grab and make it that buff coloured. So there we go. So the inside is the same colour, the walls are the same colour, but you can just notice around here we've got this strange mapping on there. So easy way, come out of there, and what we want to do is we want to go to our cutout. So let's first let's do the cab door first, shall we? I'm I'm just going to go up here and just bring these, click those so I can see the render tabs as well. So okay, there it is. Right, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go, let's go into edit mode, let's select all, okay, and let's now put the texture on it, okay, and select all, scale, and grab and make that green. Okay, so if I now turn that off, and oh, which one did I do? Oh, let me just let me come back on that. That didn't do what we thought it would, or what I thought it would. Oh, it's the door itself. I thought I was doing the window. Never mind. Yeah, so that's fine. Forget that. Forget that. Let me do the window. So there it is. Win cut. Select, and let's do that. Select all in there, and again, just go through temp. Select it all in this view, and scale, and grab, and that's it. So let me now turn it off. There we go, and you can see now we've got the green all the way around. So I won't have you wait for me. I'll now fast forward this and speed it up so that I finish that off and we're ready to move on. So see you in a mo. So there we are, all of our cutouts now have had the material applied, and now you can see that these edges are all of the same colour. So that is it. Next thing we need to do, I'm just going to close this one up. I can see I've got one of these wing cuts that's in the main collection there. Let's get rid of that. Let's go here. Yeah, there we go. Just delete that, and it should still be in the DTS, I'm sure. There we go. That was it. So that's fine. Now, what do we want to do? First off, let's create a cab. That's what we haven't done yet. We need a cab. So let's select that. Let's go side on, and let's just duplicate that. Okay, and edit mode, wireframe, and X-ray mode. Deselect, grab the back end there, and just pull it up to there. Now I'm almost sure I've seen an image of this cab, and I think it's got like a separating wall, and you go through a door, and then you go into this corridor where you've got the outside doors. I believe that's so. So for now, I'm going to put the wall here with the driving seat just in front of it. If I find any references that do include images where you can see that door from the driver's position, we'll change it, but I think that is how it goes. So there we go. There is our cab. Very simple to produce. It should be in our DTS. There it is, and let's just call this cab. There we go. And this one doesn't need that outline now. We can get rid of that. Let me that's it. Okay, so let's go for the cab. That's it. We don't need it in that collection. Let's put it in the cab collection. Delete it from the DTS collection. Okay, so that's the cab done. So let's have a look. Anything else we need to think about? Let's come to our material mode, and just going to go through things here. Right, okay, so there's the vehicle. Let's have a look. It's got the temp material on, that's fine, and all's well here with the scaling. Yeah, temp material, that's fine. That's fine. Temp material, the scaling, it's not been scaled yet. When we imported that, the scaling wasn't reset, so I need to do that. That will probably apply to everything to do with the bogies. So let me go Control A, rotation and scale, rotation and scale, rotation and scale. There we go, and just check those. Yep, 111. Yep, okay. Do the same at the back there. And last, that wheel set, there we go. So yeah, all the rotation and scale is set there. Just make sure the materials are all okay. We changed those, and yeah, they're all okay. So that's that seems to be okay. Yeah, so the cab, we can export that. That's fine. Now what I'm going to do is let me create a new collection there, and let me call this export. Okay, so everything that's going to be exported for the IGS we'll put into this this collection. So that wants to be the bogie, so just click, drag, and then hold Control down once you're dragging it. Okay, and that'll link it to that collection. So that was the that's the bogie. Let's do the underframe is the next one. Grab that and just down key to bring it down, that's it, and put it in the export. Yeah, so the underframe's there. So we just want the DTS. Okay, that's the only other one. Let's bring that down. Okay, Control and drop it in the export folder. So that's fine. So we can turn all these off. Okay, and then let's have a look, make sure. Yeah, so that is looking okay. Make sure nothing else is on, because if there's anything there that hasn't had texture applied or things like that, then it's going to throw an error up. So let's select objects. There we go, and now we can export this. So let's go to our export IGS, and let me go here. There we go. Class 307 DTS, that's what you want to call it. I've already saved it out, but now do it again, and there we go, it's saved out. IGS, everything should be fine there. So let's now go to the cab, turn that one off, turn the cab on. Okay, there won't be anything in the cab, and I think we'll have materials on it all, so should be fine. Let me just check. Yeah, temp material there. Check the scaling. Yeah, scaling is all okay. So that being the case, let's export this. So over here, export, and there we go. Cab IGS, export, and that's exported. Okay, so now that's it. We should be able to go and try this out in Train Sim, but we've got to create all the blueprints for it. That's what we'll do next.